Thank you. We will have, for sure, fun. Good afternoon, everybody. When I go to a shoe shop and I want to buy new shoes, I don't want the seller to tell me about the shoes that they will have next year. Instead, I want to buy those shoes they have in the shelves at the moment. And same applies to my presentation today. Everything I will show you can be ordered from, for example, my good friend Mikkel here today, and he will deliver ASAP. So no promiseware, no slideware, everything you see is real and alive and kicking. Couple of words, of course, about the company. We are one of the big names when it comes to enterprise and service provider networking and security. As you know, American company, 27 years old, just a couple of more years older than I have been in this business. If you look at the middle part of the slide, very middle, 30 out of 30 top global service providers are supported by Juniper. Those telcos, those huge telcos. Also in Finland, in Baltics, majority, if not everybody, uses Juniper routing. And the service provider business, it has always been the biggest part of Juniper business, but not actually quite true today, because something even bigger has grown inside our company, and that is our enterprise business. So enterprise networking, enterprise security, data center solutions, and so on. Everything that enterprises consume in networking and security. And good example, for example, very close to us, one of Elisa's customers locally is Green Energy, which chose Juniper Mist as their wireless along with the local area networking switches. So the solution I will tell you about today is called Juniper Mist. And what it is about a chain from client devices to cloud services and everything you see on the slide in between, meaning wireless LAN connection, wireless LAN infrastructure, access points, of course, wired LAN switches, PoE switches, other switches as well, SD-WAN, meaning routing, router capabilities at the site edge, and the cloud services. Of course, we don't here talk about much about AWS or Google Cloud, but we, of course, and our customers use those services. And what is common to this solution is that it is based on only one single dashboard. So everything you see, all the functionalities you see here today, you can access, you can monitor, you can implement, you can troubleshoot via one single dashboard. And this is fairly new solution on the market. Mist solutions came to the market in US 2014, so less than 10 years old or young company, if you wish. In Finland and Baltics, we introduced Mist solution in 2019, and we started to distribute it in 2020. And since that, we have been rocketing. Our team in Finland now is 15 people. Before Mist, we were 5 people. So huge growth, at least in percentage. And this solution, it was born in cloud. And it was built and designed on a clean sheet of paper. We didn't have any technology which we would have carry along the way and bolt on some new features. So it was designed from the scratch a little bit more than 10 years ago. And very important thing in the solution is this guy. It has personality. He or she is called Marvis. It is our AI assistant. Can you name any vendor in IT today who is not speaking about AI. I doubt that you cannot name because everybody is talking about AI. But the difference or the devil is in the details, of course. And clearly, the distinguishing factor with Juniper is this Marvis. And I will tell you some examples how Marvis guy can help you in daily operations. All right, Wi-Fi and LAN industry. I guess you all have Wi-Fi, you have LAN, and you have had that many years. But the industry actually has changed recently, and it has changed rapidly and remarkably. So if we wind back to 2019, as you remember, we introduced Mist 2019, and by Gartner Magic Quadrant for wireless and wired LAN, we were positioned as visionaries. Only visionaries. But we had a good vision. 1 year after, we made a huge jump. No other vendor has never made such a huge jump from visionaries to the leader. And again, 1 year later, we were even clearer the leader of the leaders. So 2 years in a row as the leader. And last year, by the way, the report hasn't come out yet this year. Last year, we kept our #1 position. But the other chart on the right-hand side of the slide is very interesting as well, because that is indoor positioning or location services chart. And we are also there the leader. We are not the leaders of the leader, but we have to keep in mind that the other vendors, they are focusing on indoor locationing. And we are the only networking vendor who is there in the leaders also in this category. And guess what? Our indoor locationing services solution, it is integrated into our Wi-Fi solution. It is not based on Wi-Fi positioning. We can do that as well, but our reason why we are there is our Bluetooth low energy based patented technology which we use. But it's integrated in the Wi-Fi solution, and it also integrated in the single pane of glass, the only dashboard we have. Everything is integrated there. All right. Why Gartner is positioning us as the market leading solution is here. This is very simple example. On the left-hand side, you have a legacy Wi-Fi. You have a Wi-Fi solution, which in this case, it includes product names from Aruba, but if you take other legacy, older solutions, the architecture looks same, so that you have controllers, you have master controllers, you have lots of servers which you have to take care, and you have to have your racks and update it. You have to be very careful which software versions are compatible with each other, and so on. And if you take a look at the right-hand side, we do everything with only access points and microservices cloud. Meaning that, for example, pointer please. For example, user experience sensors. This left-hand side solution, the quality measurement is done by external sensors. In our solution, it's integrated to our Wi-Fi access points, and it is microservice in the cloud. Very clean, very neat. And guess what? External sensor. If you put an external quality meter sensor on the table of the meeting room, and if Raul says that my Wi-Fi sucks, do you know, or can you guess if that dongle there, if that dongle can answer specifically why Raul's Wi-Fi connection sucks? No, it can't. The dongle can tell if his or her connection is good or bad, but he cannot specifically say why Raul is having trouble. Okie dokie, let's continue. Here you will see some example customers, some reference customers. Some of them are very large, some of them are smaller, some of them are in between. The point is that our solution, it can scale from home users to Walmart, who will in the end have 400,000 Mist access points installed and implemented. And in Walmart case, the strength of Mist, for example, is that they can implement more than 1,000 access points during one night. And we can demonstrate you, if you want, at our booth, how it is done. It's super. No other solution can be implemented in such a fast pace. And then here, in the middle of the slide, you will see 4 major or the most important things which distinguish us from the other vendors. First one is service level, or we call them in the dashboard service level expectations. And what we do there is that we provide you these SLE views. For the Wi-Fi, there are 7 of them. You can see 3 first of them on the slide. And the point is that you can see how connections are doing on one certain site, how a certain group of users is doing, how IoT device is doing, or how, for example, one single device like my phone is doing in the network. And the thing is that we can drill down even to one specific device level. We can actually troubleshoot one single device. And that goes also to IoT devices. IoT devices are those that might suffer in the network, but they cannot open any ticket, they cannot phone anybody. But we can see that they are having unstable connection, for example. And how we do it? It is our patented technology in Wi-Fi, how we gather parameter data from the devices. More than 150 parameters every other second we collect from each and every end device without installing anything in the devices. And then we put them into machine learning and AI processes, and we create these service level expectations, which you can tailor for your own needs. So we use a lot of AI already in this phase of the story, this service level expectations. But here comes the real beef, and this is the Marvis, the AI assistant. So you can think it like this. Service level expectations, it creates you these meters, and it creates huge amount of events from the network. But not all the events are relevant to your service desk and those people who are taking care of the network. But what Marvis does, this AI assistant, he picks the needles from the haystack. And the Marvis guy, he provides you, for example, 5 most relevant events from the network that the service desk should take care of right now. There are a couple of different interfaces how you can leverage Marvis. You can use Marvis actions. Marvis actions will list you the most relevant events. For example, missing VLAN, not well-working Ethernet cable, and many other stuff. Or you can chat with him. You can ask, for example, so unhappy clients at site Kulturkatel last 7 days. Rally English, very basic English. Or you can ask that, if Raul said that my Teams connection wasn't good yesterday in Wi-Fi, we can say that troubleshoot Raul PC. And then Marvis lists things why his connection wasn't good yesterday. Yes, let's move on. The management, everything, all the management you see here is based on microservices cloud. So we don't sell you any on-premises management servers. No nodes, only Wi-Fi access points, PoE switches, other switches, gateways, and licenses. Very simple. And the cloud management, we call it as a modern cloud because it doesn't have any monolithic soft code. Instead, it is based on microservices. Microservices mean that there are no outages for users, no outages for those people who are maintaining and keeping the lights on in the network. There are no software version dependencies. And there are no dependencies on the cloud itself from the network functionality point of view, so that if the connection to the cloud would be failing, the network will continue working as such. And the indoor locationing system, that is, like I mentioned, it is integrated into our Wi-Fi access points and to the same microservices cloud management as everything else. And again, you just purchase that access point where the functionality, the Bluetooth low energy directional beacons are included and equivalent licenses, and you are good to go. All right, that's the basic functionalities of Mist solutions, but we have something new. It's not coming, it's already there. The shoes are already there in the shop shelves. And what we have latest additions are Teams and Zoom integration and access assurance, which is on the also called as cloud-based NAC, network access control. So Teams and Zoom integration, that's quick to explain to you. So we nowadays get the parameter data also from Zoom and Teams cloud services, and we can amend our own parameter data. Oops, how can I go back? Is it this one? Yep. So we get also nowadays parameter data from Zoom and Teams cloud services, and as Raul has the Teams or Zoom client in his PC or phone, we can also gather the parameter data. Sorry, there's some automation. Maybe Marvis is doing something. Jokes with me. So we can now have the parameter data from Raul's end device via all these network devices and to cloud service, to Zoom and Teams. So we can really answer the question, why is Raul's Teams meeting breaking up? All right, yeah, no, sorry, forward, please. Access assurance, cloud network access control. Very quickly, this is my last thing before we end. So the network access control systems, they have long history, 20 years or so. And the most well-known solutions are Cisco ISE and Aruba ClearPass. And there's clearly something to be modernized in those legacy systems. So if you only take a look at the picture, which is similar, equivalent architecture for both networking giants, Aruba and Cisco. This is, of course, about a huge organization because they have 8 nodes or server nodes in order to keep the network access control functionality alive. In our case, in Mist case, can you now guess what kind of solution our network access control is? Mihkel, is it based on cloud? Is it purely based on cloud? Is it only licenses? Is it only subscriptions? Is it? Yes, he said it is. It is based on only pure cloud service. You only need those subscriptions and you are good to go. And my last slide, which I will leave you with, is the view. This is the dashboard, the one and only dashboard, the only dashboard you will need. And as you can see, the latest addition is access. The other, which have been there for ages, is, for example, wired network security And also, by the way, Campus Fabric is there. Yes, so I have to stop. I'm afraid the clock has ticked. And I thank you very much for your attention.
Thank you, Martti. But before I let you go, I'm curious because we are in Elisa TechDay, and I'm from Elisa Eesti as well. So I just wanted to ask from my part that what kind of Juniper partner Elisa Eesti actually is?
Very good question. Thank you. Thank you for the question. And sorry, I didn't cover that part in my presentation. Elisa Eesti is at the highest level of our partner program. So they are elite partner in our partner program, and in addition to that, Elisa Eesti is also authorized support partner. So highest level, the best skills and knowledge.
Okay, that's nice to hear, and I'm smarter now as well. But before you go, a little gift for you for your presentation. Yeah.
Thank you very much. Yeah. And I got a phone as well.